Hello everybody, we're back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild. Continuing our journey to hopefully getting a great one to spawn before the update goes live. That way I can take it down with one of the new weapons. Let's see if we can do it today. For those unfamiliar with what we've been doing, I think it was like 3 days ago, something like that. Whenever the early access started, we decided that we're going to try and get a great one fallow before the update goes live, so we can take it with one of the new rifles, or one of the new guns, I should say. And the reason we chose fallow over red deer, and by the way, before you guys ask, no, the red deer grind has not gone anywhere. Because for some reason, people seem to think that if I take 2 days off from a grind, that means I've quit it. Which is not the case. You gotta do different things for different occasions, and I don't believe that we could have got a great one red deer before the update. But with fallow, I know for a fact my history with fallow has been very good with the grinds. I've been able to get them to cooperate quite well. So we're doing fallow. Current grind is 724 kills. And this is all part of a video series, so you're gonna see some situations where, like, we'll see a trophy, right? And then I'll read off the date and time. It's for the video, because we are making this into a video. It's going to be a video documenting, like, every day of grinding, the best trophies that we got during that day. Should be quite fun. And then hopefully it'll lead up to killing a great one with one of the new weapons. Hopefully it will. What do the irons look like with the new recurve? It's literally just like the other recurve. Looks identical to the other one. Hey Blizz, how's it going? Hey Huntress. Yeah, I've been doing good. I hope you've been doing good as well, Huntress. How many zones did you herd manage? You have to herd manage every single zone. If you're herd managing, you cannot avoid zones. You have to find every single one of them and manage all of them down that you're not going to use as your main zones. So, for example, I have 37 fallow zones, I think. And I'm only hunting like 7 of them. The rest are managed down completely. Oh. Shoot that red deer, because I do want to get a Tiabaroa red deer grind going again eventually. To be honest, I wouldn't want to have 62 fallow zones, Zaki. That's awful. I'm happy that most of my herds and solos are all bunched up in less zones. That'd be terrible to have above 60. Good, Huntress. That's good to hear. Glad you're doing better. Imagine you do get a great one before the 10th. I think we got a good chance. On average, I get most of my fallow great ones sub 600 kills. We're past 600, so it's not going to be a sub 600 grind. But my other two that were above 600 were like 1700 and I believe 2100, so we got a pretty decent chance of making it. We're just gonna have to put down like a few hundred kills today, a few hundred tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to get it. What's up, Nate? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. My brain stopped halfway through that sentence, so I didn't finish it all in one go. No, not really, Ziggy. We never really had BB guns as kids. Like, we had like 22s and stuff. Oh yeah, Great One Reindeer would look incredible. That'd be really awesome. Well, hello there, you two. Okay, also, guys, I accidentally killed a doe here. And ever since I accidentally killed a doe, I've always had 2 bucks here. And this zone across from me, or the one that I'm like standing on right now, rarely gets a buck now. which I suppose is kind of good, because having 2 in one zone is better than having 1 in each. Hey RJ, how's it going, dude? Are 110 kills per hour good? Yes, that'd be very good. I mean, on the Fallow grind, I get about 85 per hour, and that's considered to be pretty good. I guess it also depends if you're herd managing or if you're shooting everything. If you're shooting everything, you can probably kill more than if you were managing. Unless you have, like, the most primed HM setup ever. That doe pushed him out of the way. Wow. She didn't want him to take 2 shots. Yeah, Great One Lion would look sick, for sure. That'd be awesome. Would definitely like that. How many kills? We're currently at 731. Great One Cape would be crazy, too. Yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome. I'm doing good, Dynamic. Doing good. Yeah, Judsy, it's rough, but I've seen worse. At least it's not bears, right? At least it's not a bear grind. Because 8,000 bears, that'd be rough. I feel like I know someone who had to go through 8,000 bears. Huh. Wonder who. Boom. First level 5 of the day. Gonna summon the Bear Queen? I know, right? You say the name Black Bear. And immediately, Caitlyn appears. There we go. Oh, I have 2 separate channels chilling. This is the first stream on the main channel today. I did a stream on the second channel earlier. And then I did a YouTube short on the main channel and a YouTube short on the second channel as well. Been running 2 channels pretty regularly lately. Oh, no worries, Gavin. No worries. Just imagining a water buffalo. Oh. Deleted the message as I was reading it. It's a double stream kind of day. Potentially triple stream. Potentially triple stream. You guys might get another Tarkov stream on the second channel after we get done hunting fallow deer. Because Tony wasn't able to join us this morning, but he wants to play later. So you guys might see another stream on the second channel. Oh gosh. Yeah, that first shot kind of threw me off. I messed up the shot, so I hesitated going for the second one. Wondering if I should, like, go for the same one twice. Probably a bad idea. Because then I had to take a running shot. Okay, so no bucks in the second herd. Feels bad. Bro had too much cheese so he can't play. Poor Brobra. Poor Brobra. That is such a Brobra move, though, to get sick off of eating cheese. Jeez, Noah, that's rough, man. That's a long grind. Probably, Zachy. Probably. Nah, he, apparently he ate too much cheese yesterday. I don't know if he was at, like, a at like a friend's house or a party or something, but he said he had too much cheese and he got really sick. He is forever going to be known as the guy that got sick off of cheese now. Oh, man. He seems like the type of person that would actually enjoy blue cheese. Hey, maybe. You never know. I'm not a fan of blue cheese. I don't mind some blue cheese dressings, but they have to be like light on the blue cheese taste. Like if it's like a very light blue cheese dressing, I can handle it, but yeah, I can't do blue cheese. It's just ugh. Boop. What is blue cheese? So it's essentially moldy cheese that's like purposefully moldy. And you eat it while it's like all moldy and gross. I'm not a fan of it personally. But there's a lot of people that like it. Nice, OPG. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I bet you're going to have a very exciting and fun time seeing him. Can I fast travel, please? There we go. Maybe, Gavin. I don't really look into, like, cheese facts too often. I kind of just eat cheese. I'm just a cheese enjoyer. Nothing. They're being weird. Yeah, they kind of do trick you sometimes. Like, they do kind of give off that melanistic look, even though they're the chocolate fur type. Wait. Ah! Holy crap! Holy crap! Who spoke that into existence? Who spoke that into existence? Was that you, Dynamic, that just said that the last chocolate looked Mela? Holy crap, that's a Mela super rare. We've got all of them now. We got all of them. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Second run of the day as well. Holy. Okay, for the video that this will go into, it's currently 3:51 p.m., October 8th, 2023. One day after the last trophies that will be in this video. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is my super rare Fallow luck? This is like my 5th one over the course of 7,500 total Fallow kills. That is just unbelievable, man. Holy crap. Okay, let's start recording. Let's notify the Discord. Yeah, it's the 260s rack. That's a guaranteed diamond. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Holy crap, man. What are the odds of that? Holy dude. Our super rare luck as of the last like 2 months has been untouched. It's been absurd. It has been so freaking insane. Holy crap. I gotta make sure I save the replay. I'm saving it again in case I didn't the first time. Holy crap. And freaking Dynamic literally at the last zone was like, huh, I thought that was a Mela for a second, but it was a chocolate. And so because he said that, when we get to this one, I'm second guessing this. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's a chocolate level 5. No, that's a Mela level 5. Holy crap. We finally have All 3 fur types for the fallow deer super rares. Holy crap. Yeah, that Mela looks sick, man. It does look super sick. Look at this beauty. This is the, like, mid-rack for diamond. This is the 260s rack. It's a wide one, too. Holy crap. That is actually crazy. Crazy looking. Jeez. This has been an insane, like, last couple months. We've had, like, 3 super rares in the last 2 months. A red deer and 2 fallow. Yeah, this is the mid-rack. This is the mid-rack. So it's pretty much guaranteed to make it. Not really much chance of it not making it. Unless I mess up the shot, of course. Yes, I will be using the new gun on it. We will be using the new gun. We got this bad boy right here. Oh my gosh. I got it. Okay, I got an idea. You guys ready for a Texas heart shot attempt? Because the 44 easily can get Texas heart shots. I think we should do it. If it gives us the chance, I'm going to Texas heart shot. Or at least attempt it. Well, let me turn the tent icon off. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try the Texas heart shot. We did it yesterday. We did it not yesterday. The day before. We did the day before on a really big diamond, and it literally went through the butt and completely through the front of it pretty much. And my voice just died there. No, I'm going to do it. If I get a chance, I'm going to do it, guys. If I get a chance, I'm going to do it. It just spawned, Cooper. I think this is 2nd or 3rd run of the day. Holy crap. Holy crap. If we're going to attempt the Texas heart shot, though, I'm going to the Hyperion scope. Oh. He's giving us such a good frontal shot, but I want to get pictures, too. Oh, that wind is awful. Wait, this is actually a good pick. Fallow deer goes camping. An original Scarecrow photograph. Inquisitor, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Changed my name on YouTube. It was always Johan. What about the new bow for this rare? Oh, yeah. I thought I saw... Wait, what the... Wait. What the... None of the others are spooked? What? That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And now some of them are traveling and others aren't. What just... No, it's not the dog. The dog can't spook anything bigger than small game animals. The dog only spooks small game and birds. For those that didn't know. Okay, we're going to have to try that again. No, I'm not going to just shoot it, Lil Dash. I have to get photos of anything like this. Because it's not going to disappear from my map, right? It's not going to go away, so I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to take my time getting some pictures of it, and then getting the, like, perfect shot. Because I really want to try... a Texas heart shot. And for those that are telling me not to take the Texas heart shot, I don't think you understand how good this gun is at making Texas heart shots. It'll easily get through the entire deer. As long as I'm careful with the angle that it's at, we should be fine. We should be fine. And like I said, I'm only going to take it if I get the perfect shot. We'll only do a Texas heart shot if I get literally the perfect angle. Okay, I see what's going on. This guy is just a very, very alert deer. That was 160 away and he started going attentive. Usually they don't until 150, so this guy's just really alert. Yeah, we may not actually be able to do the Texas heart shot if he's going to act like this. We'll see. I'm going to try it if I can, but... If nothing else, we'll try a frontal shot. Actually, yeah, frontal shot would be fine because even if I hit in between the lungs, it'll have enough penetration to go into the liver. He knows he's about to get destroyed pretty much. It is a Mellow level 5, Noah. It is a Mellow level 5. I am as shocked as you. I am as shocked as you. I'm just so blown away with the amount of super rares we've had over the last 2 months. Like, this has been our greatest time period for super rares. We've had 2 super rare fallow in the last 2 months. Given we have very heavy herd management on our fallow deer, I think we get a diamond every 17 kills, so it's not as big of a shock with the fallow deer. However, that albino red deer was incredibly crazy, because I think we were getting a diamond every 30 or 40 kills at the time, so that was a lot more rare. Holy crap. We're going to keep an eye on him the whole time. Jeez. I may not have that great one bear luck like iBuy does, but I sure have the super rare fallow luck. He's more skittish than any great one so far? Yeah, that's true. Like, a lot of our great ones have let us get really close. This guy's being weird, but I think it's because we were facing him. Or he was facing us, I mean. This time we're looping around the back of him. Okay, we're at 80, so we probably will have to prone soon, right? Trying to remember what meters we have to prone at. Okay, I think 80 might be where you have to go from crouch to walk. Or from walk to crouch, I mean. I can... provide... Oh, he's turning. No, 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 no. Because the other spooked off, he moved. I see what's happening. Because we spooked off a doe there, now he's leaving. Quick! Stop him! Okay. We got him to go attentive. We got him to go attentive, so we should be good. Dude, that is so wide. Look at how wide he is for that rack. Wow. Make our dog lay down so we don't accidentally get invalid target. Okay, go back to your zone. Come on. Thank you. Man, the pictures kind of suck here. Although that looks nice. It doesn't really show you that he's mellow, but that looks cool at least. I could totally use that for a thumbnail, man. That looks really nice. 55 away. You think it's a troll? No, that's the mid-rack. Mid-rack doesn't troll. I don't have the bow on me, so we're gonna use the 44. I was thinking to myself, like, I could use the bow here instead of going for a Texas hard shot. There we go. He gave us a good shot. We didn't get the Texas hard shot like I was wanting to try, but I don't think we were going to get a good angle with that wind. That's good enough for me. Man, look at him. What a beast. There's no blood track. That's a little strange. We're just going to hope it's vitals. It's vitals. Holy crap. There he is. 262 super rare mellow fallow deer. Holy crap, dude. I can't believe I have a huddle of all different types of super rares. I have every fur for the fallow as a super rare now. Let's go, guys. Oh my gosh. I never thought I'd get a mellow super rare for fallow. I never thought I'd get one. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Jeez, dude. Holy crap. That's crazy, man. Is he wonky? He might be. He is a little bit, yes. He is a little wonky. That explains why the scoring is lower. That explains why the scoring is lower than I expected, because they always remove the difference from the two, if I'm not mistaken. Or no. No, they don't do that for these. Okay. So they don't deduct points for differences like they do with, I think, Moose. I think Moose is the one that gets deducted. That's so sick, though. That is so sick. Inquisitor, thank you for the super chat once again. Let's go check the huddle now. Yes, let's go check the huddle out. This is going to look so crazy in the lodge. My gosh. This is just insane. What kill count are we at? 739. 739. Also, that's another diamond on the diamond counter. So yeah, that's our 5th super rare fallow deer of all time. We've currently got 2 albino, 2 piebald, and now 1 mela. Honestly, this is a success. I don't even care if we end up getting a great one now for the video. Like, my goal was to get a great one with the new gun before the update fully releases. We got a super rare instead, which is tougher to get than a great one. So I will take that. That is incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Melon number 2 on the way. Are you predicting something dynamic? I mean, you kind of predicted this, so I'm cool with a dynamic prediction. Please give us that luck, dynamic. Give us the luck. Hey, I gotta remember where the super rare fallow huddle is. I think it's over here. I think we got our fallow huddle in here. Yeah, okay, so take that. Where is the huddle fallow deer? This it? Probably. Now let's go to Matt's trophy mounts. Oh gosh, there's gonna be so much to scroll through. There's the mela. There's so much to scroll through. What do we... Where is he? There's the big piebald one. And now... I think we go with the small rack albino just so it's one of each rack. Holy. Now isn't that just insanity? Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's go, guys. That looks so good. I kind of like that. I think that pose is really nice. That is really, really nice. Now, I don't know where to put the other super rares. Do I have any of them on the wall in here? No, okay. Oh, we can do that. Where is... There he is. This is the most recent one we had before that mela. This was before we started up the red deer grind, I believe. Then I can remove this one and put the albino up there. This one's going to be farther back because I think it was our first ever albino. Or our first ever super rare for fallow. There he is. Beautiful. Gosh, man, this is insane. No, I'm not ending the stream. We got a super rare, so we're just putting it in the lodge. Holy crap, man. I didn't think we'd get something that soon after the stream started. That was like run number 2 or 3. You think I'm going to get a great one fallow in less than 500 more? Yeah, that seems about right. That's like, what, 1,200 kills? That's usually what it's like for most of my moose fallow and whitetail grinds. Like, usually they're sub 1200 or sub 1500. So hopefully. No, I do get to keep it this time around, Nate. That's the only reason I'm grinding for a great one, is because we get to keep the progress this time. I don't know why they keep switching back and forth from letting us keeping progress and not letting us, but yeah, this time around, they said in big, like, in big letters on the like installation guide that came along, it says this will use your live save game, so back up your save. So this one will carry over. That's the only reason I decided to grind for Fallow Deer. Otherwise, I would not be grinding for a great one in early access, probably. Got him. Man. Splinter doesn't know that you can keep the progress. I think he does. I was talking to him the other day. He should know. Maybe he didn't know when he made his first video. He definitely knows now, though. But he might not have known during the first video. What's my favorite great one? Thank the Red Deer because of the moss on its antlers. Love what you do, man. Thank you so much, KGA. My favorite great one is the moose because of how many different combinations of antlers and fur types there is and how crazy they look. The moose is just, it's at the top of the list for me. Huntress, thank you for the 30 months. I can't remember if I said thank you for that or not. You are super, super close to getting that 3-year badge as well. Super, super close. Next super rare might be a pie, who knows? Yeah, right now for the 5 super rare fallow that we've got on our herd management fallow grinds, it's been 7,500 kills amongst all of them, and 5 super rares. The first one was albino, second was albino, third was piebald, fourth was piebald, and then fifth was mela. If you can have 50-50 moose, can you get a 50-50 fallow? Nobody has killed a 50-50 rack fallow yet. It's not to say that it couldn't happen, but so far it's kind of looking like it can't. Because at this point, if you could get a 50-50 rack great one fallow, I feel like the cheaters would have found one by now. I feel like the people that mod the game and like just spawn stuff in probably would have found a way to get one to spawn. So I am inclined to think that it's not a thing. Kind of the thing with super rare, or not super rare, but ultra rare moose. Like when the game was first, or not the game, when the update for the Great One Moose was first released, Jaxie had mentioned that you could get ultra rares. You could get a rare fur type on a Great One Moose. But we've never seen a cheater post one. So I have a feeling they removed that when they made the fabled furs a guarantee. Because when the moose launched, you were not guaranteed to get a fabled fur. You could get the common fur type. And you could also get piebald, mela, and albino. I got a feeling that they made it so you can't anymore because no cheater has posted it. To his whitetail since it's so original. Oh, the whitetail's amazing. I love the whitetail great one. The biggest reason I love the whitetail great one is because even though there's just 6 racks and there's no like fabled furs aside from the super, super difficult to get fabled piebald, there's so much variety with the antlers with the whitetail. Like you could have 5 of the same rack and they could all look completely different just based on how True Racks decides to bend them. Like for some reason the whitetail get so much more twisted and bent than any other great one. It's incredible. Which is why they're still like one of my favorite great ones to hunt. I think for me right now, my top 3 is definitely moose number 1, fallow number 2, and whitetail number 3. And then number 4 is the bear because there's like 6 different varieties and 2 different weight estimates you can get. The only reason that red deer is at the bottom for me is because there's only 1 fur type and 4 racks, and 2 of the 4 racks look almost identical. Well, really, yeah, like there's 4 different racks, but they look so close to being the same that if you didn't know there was 4, you'd probably just assume there's 2 racks for them. And for that reason, they're at the bottom for me. I think it's a great looking great one. I'd just like more variety with them. I'm hoping they'll revisit the red deer in the future and add a couple new fur types. That would be so good. Like if they kept the original fur type and antlers for the red deer and just gave us a couple extra fur types that it could get, that would be such a massive improvement for red deer. Like that'd be so good. Thank you, Andrew. How's it going, man? We just bagged a super rare fallow deer, a diamond melanistic one. We completed the huddle of every super rare that you could get for them. I'm so happy right now. Like, I never thought I would get a complete huddle of all the super rare fallow. Just crazy. Has anything changed since your red deer guide, or is it still up to date? The red deer guide is definitely not as up to date as it could be. Like the locations that I talk about in that video are definitely up to date, I think. Wait, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the herd management red deer guide, or are you talking about the red deer guide from when you still hunted them at nighttime? If it's the one where you hunt them at nighttime, that is way out of date. However, if it's the one where I'm hunting them in the daytime, then the locations should be up to date, but the way that I was herd managing them is not up to date. It is the herd management one? Yeah, then all the locations I showed are still up to date. But I do hunt a little bit differently, because that was my first ever, like, big herd management grind. So I've learned a lot more since then. I'd say it's like 70% up to date. I'm probably going to make a new one whenever I go back to herd managing red deer here on Tiawaroa. I don't really get to decide what goes into the game, Aquatic Cowboys. The thing is, like, I could ask, but me asking is going to have absolutely no weight on what the devs would do. They kind of go based off of, like, the vast community feedback. So, kind of like what they're seeing the most across all of their social medias, what players are saying the most, what they're talking about the most. That's kind of what decides the great ones that go into the game. That's why we've ended up getting whitetail, red deer. The only curveball was black bear. That was the only one where I was confused why we got that. But it ended up being a cool one. Yeah, like the moose and fallow deer, those are both super highly requested species. Lion's very highly requested, so I could imagine that one of these days we'll probably get one. It's going to be a matter of time. And a matter of when. Because I couldn't see them not doing it. It would be a very good, great one. And I'm sure eventually we'll probably get a bird great one. I would think they probably want to get at least one great one for every type of animal. So I feel like someday we'll get like a small game predator. We'll probably get a bird. We'll probably eventually get like a rabbit. But I think they'll focus on the more popular requests first, like lions, maybe elk, potentially mule deer, because that's a very commonly requested one. I think they'll probably focus those first, based on the recent great ones they've added being the whatever's most requested. Sika deer great one would be sick. I think that's an underrated pick, to be honest. I feel like it'd be really cool, but not a lot of people talk about a Sika deer great one. I think they'd be really good, though. What is the best place for diamond bass in the angler? I believe Brobra's got a guide on it. I haven't really done a guide on bass. I've got one video where it shows off a couple locations, but if you want a list of, like, all the different diamond bass locations, you should probably check out Brobra's guide on it, because he goes a lot more into detail than I do. Yes, mule deer would be incredible. It'd be such a good, great one. Nothing there. What's my biggest diamond fallow? Like 270.5 or something like that. It's a pretty massive one. When is the next 60-minute angler video? I have no clue, to be honest. We're probably not going to do as much angler in the coming weeks because of the fact that there's a new Call of the Wild update releasing in just 2 days. I'm going to be doing a lot of content on that. I really have a lot of cool ideas that I want to try with the collar in multiplayer. So I'm probably going to spend a lot of time on that. Okay, let's bounce down here. How do I kill so many animals without the zones disappearing? By using the tripod stands and the ground blinds and the waterfowl blinds and the tree stands and stuff like that. Any type of blind or stand will give you massive reduction to your hunting pressure. I can't remember the exact number. I think it's like a quarter of your normal pressure. I think so. How do you use herd management? So herd management is literally just not shooting specific animals and shooting other animals. So, for example, with fallow deer, I'm just not shooting level 2s or level 1s or really tiny level 3s that look the same as a 2. And then the longer that you're doing that, if you continue doing that, eventually you're going to notice that you're going to see more and more level 2s on your map because you're not shooting them anymore. And over time, as you get more and more of them, you'll reach a state where the game sees that you have so many low levels on your map that it will start spawning in higher levels to compensate. So, for example, right now, I have, like, out of my 36 different zones here on Te Awaroa for fallow deer, or 37, about 30 of those are all level 2s. And, small level 3s. And the remaining zones that I'm grinding right now are the only zones where I have stuff that's larger. And so yeah, because of that, it makes the ones that I am shooting respawn as diamonds more often. And though it's not 100% confirmed, a lot of people also believe that it probably gives you a better chance of getting great ones as well. Or at least gives you a better chance of having a shorter grind. But that doesn't guarantee that it's going to be a shorter grind. You can still have very long grinds using herd management. But it seems to help, at least a little bit. That's a good 4. Got him. Does the electronic collar work for every animal? Not every animal, but it works for every animal that has a collar. So every animal that already had a collar in the game can be called with the electronic collar, along with a couple new ones. Stuff like the alligator can be called in, which was not able to be called in before. I think there's 1 or 2 others as well that I can't think of right now. So would you leave your zones that only have level 1s or no? Yes, if you have a level 1, leave it. Now, if you want to get into like the advanced tactics of herd management, if you want to get a little crazier with it, you can watch your zones as you grind and just keep a mental note of which zones are very like consistent and reliable and like always get their respawns fast and always have like, you know, like 2 deer there. You can do things like that. Just keep track of your zones, figure out what's the most consistent ones, and then don't stack any like 2s or anything in those good zones, and save those for your main grinding zones. Like if I find a zone that is super, super consistent and is getting its respawns fast, it's not like losing deer, then what I'll end up doing is I will start shooting any 2s that show up in that zone because I don't want to abandon that zone. And if I get a 5 to spawn in there, I'll leave that 5 so that it acts as a placeholder. That way a level 2 cannot spawn there again. And that was a bad shot. And also, having some 5s in those good zones can sometimes help get level 2s faster in the other zones that you don't want to use. If that makes sense. What's your opinion on Lady Legend's advice? I have no clue what you could possibly be talking about, because I'm sure Lady Legend has probably gave out thousands of pieces of advice just like me. There's no way I could know exactly what advice you're talking about. If you specify, maybe I can answer, though. AFN. Why do I only have level 4 Red Deer now that I've used herd management? Because that's the goal. The goal is to get a lot of level 4s for Red Deer. My guess is you probably managed down all of your herds, and now like all your big ones are in solos. But yeah, the goal is to get the majority of your animals to be lower levels. So if you have a lot of level 4s on your herd management grind, that's a good thing. That means it's working. Advice on finding diamonds and great ones and simple advice for beginners. Again, that's a pretty wide range. I don't think I can... I don't think I could even pinpoint like what advice you're talking about, because I could literally talk for hours about those 3 topics right there. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Thought HM was confusing, but it actually sounds easy to do. It can be both. Now, it depends on the species. It also depends on, like, I guess how advanced you want to take it. Because the thing is, like, it also really helps to know the habits of the animal. Like, for example, I know for whenever I'm doing a fallow deer grind that there's going to be a lot of solo males, and I need to manage those first. And they're going to move every time I shoot them, so I got to chase them around the map, figure out where they respawned at. And I also know that there's going to be some herds that will have 1 buck, and then there'll be others that have 2, and sometimes those ones that have 2 will only have 1, but that second one will go to a different zone on some runs. Like, there's a whole bunch of little, like, fine details that can make it difficult if you don't know what to expect out of that animal. But yeah, it depends on really, like, how deep you want to dive into herd management. If you want to do it at just like it's a baseline, then you can just, you know, leave all the small ones, and kind of wherever the big ones end up, you can use those as the spots that you're hunting them. And then if you want to take it further, you can try to like move stuff around your map. You can try to stack things. You can try to keep specific zones as your main ones and only shoot down the other zones you don't like. There's a lot of ways you can do it that will change how tough it is. Typically, the more difficult ways of doing it are going to give you the best results as well. How many great ones in total have I gotten? 50 of them so far. Also, you know what's crazy, guys? I'm pretty sure that iBuy is approaching 100 great ones now. I think his last stream title said he was at like 91 or something. That's just crazy. Those bears were popping off like wild for him. I'd like to get back to how I was grinding a few months ago, where I would literally do like 7-hour streams every single day. Just grinding and grinding and grinding, trying to get great ones. But it's tough to do that with the amount of content I've been trying to put out in video form as well, and working on the second channel also. I want to try and get back to some crazy long streams, though. I think big thing for me is it's just hard to do those long streams when we don't have like a new great one to go for. Okay, so this is what I was talking about a little bit ago. This too spawned in one of my good zones, so boop. He will die. Because I don't want him here. Links are super fun to hunt too. Do you ever do multiplayer lobbies? I don't ever open my own map in multiplayer because I have a grind on pretty much every map and one person shooting the wrong animal could mess it up. But I join multiplayer servers quite often whenever I'm making videos. I don't really join multiplayer on stream because I get people just following me around and shooting around me and driving ATVs at me, so sadly I don't get the opportunity to do much multiplayer on stream. But I do it for videos a decent bit. Nothing there. This was kind of a weird run. Not a lot of respawns. So you're doing a red deer grind on Emerald Coast. How's it going? It's really difficult to manage Emerald Coast red deer, but we got it to an okay area, and we've just been kind of grinding, hoping that we can get some cool stuff out of it. I think right now I'm down to getting a diamond every 25-ish kills on Emerald Coast for red deer. So it's not to the state that we had our grind on Tiawaroa before they moved them around. But it's pretty good. It's not bad. Emerald Coast is not as bad as I expected it to be for grinding red deer. The toughest part is the solos. The solos are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. There's so many solo red deer on Emerald Coast. And they move constantly. And a lot of them go to the river. So that's the toughest part about it. Other than that, it's a fun grind. It's a nice change of scenery. Yeah, Andrew, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I still can't believe we got it. I couldn't even tell, like, at first, what I was looking at. Like, it took me a moment to process the craziness that I was seeing. How come we haven't seen these diamonds since the super rare today? Not sure, dude. We're probably on a dry streak. That's the thing about grinds as well that a lot of people don't know. And a lot of people, I've noticed a lot of people don't include that in like guides when they talk about it. But you go through a lot of dry streaks and then you'll have like good streaks after. Like for example, if somebody says, like, without herd management, you're going to average a diamond every 100 kills, you could go 400 kills and never see a diamond, and then get 4 of them within the next 100, right? Or 5 of them within the next 100. Your average would still be 100 per diamond there. So, like, we'll go on streaks like this where we're not seeing much. Oh, right as you said it. Right as you said it, there's a 5. But as I was saying, you go on dry streaks, but then you get like 2 or 3 diamonds in one run, and it makes up for the dry streak. Nice, JG. I hope it helped you out, man. Hopefully it was helpful. There we go. What's the new update? It is an electronic collar, as well as a 44 Magnum lever action, and a takedown recurve bow. And the takedown recurve can actually fit, like normal bow sights, which is pretty cool. How many stacked 5s did I have before I started shooting? It's not about how many stacked 5s you get, it's about how shot down the rest of your map is. You essentially just keep stacking those 5s in your main zones until you shoot down the rest of the zones that you're not going to be hunting full time. Oh, gotcha, Cooper. Yeah, that can happen too. Like, I've had a couple grinds where it was going really good and then just got, like, stale for a while. Holy crap. We're getting the tiniest twos to pop up. How was that first shot not good? I didn't shoot them down super far, Yeezus, man. Like, I didn't get them to, like, the prime state, because it was just too annoying to follow the solos. Ma'am, oh my... These does, man. I shouldn't have shot, but come on. These does. They're so rude. Welcome back, Dynamic. Stupid does. Yeah, 269 is really big for Fallow. That's a good one. Oh, that's a 5. Well, one of those ones that we just killed respawned as a 5. I think this is the herd that 2 was in. I think that 2 respawned as a 5. That's insane. How is Lucky? Lucky's still on the map. I haven't checked on him in a long, long time. Do ground blinds reduce hunting pressure? They do. They do indeed, which is why we're using it. And you can jump on the edge of this one, and as long as that line in the bottom right is still, like, flat, then you're hidden. If I move too far out, though, you'll see the line goes back to a circle, or like a weird oval. And I go back in, and it's flat again. As long as it's flat, you're still hidden, so you can stand on the edge of it. Another 2. Come on. Stop spawning 2s for me. Who's Lucky? Lucky is a piebald whitetail deer on our Leighton Lakes map. He's been a pet for like probably 6 or 7 months at this point, maybe longer. We've just left him there as like a mascot for the grind. And the reason we left him is because he spawned the same day that 2 great ones spawned. The only day we've ever spawned 2 great ones in one day was shortly after Lucky spawned. And like it had been a very dry streak. We didn't have anything good for a long time. Then Lucky popped up and we were like, oh, we'll leave him. We'll stack him since he's a smaller level 2. And then sure enough, that same day, we got a great one to spawn. And then we had another one spawn as well, but I didn't see it till the next stream. But it definitely spawned during the same stream because it was at the first zone we went to the next day. Got a massive black bear on Silver Ridge Peaks. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Lucky's lucky he's not in my lodge. Sounds about right. He is very lucky. Yeah, good old 3.14. Good old 3.14. Chocolate 4. So I've had a few people ask how you tell if something is Mela or if it's chocolate from a distance. This is a chocolate right here. You see the like lighter patch on the lower half of its body? The Melas do not have that. That is the easiest way. And if you're looking at it from a frontal angle and you can't see that, you can just look at the feet. If you look at the legs and the feet, you'll notice that there is like lighter patches than a Mela would have. See that? The front of that leg is lighter. That's how you tell. You can see that it's got these little like light patches. I'm doing good, Dakota. We got a super rare earlier. Our super rare luck has been off the walls the last couple months. Nice dynamic. Have fun, man. Sounds like a blast. Literally. Do you know any way to make fast money? There's a few ways to make fast money. Grinding like this will make you a lot of money over time. Especially if you're grinding something like red deer or bear. But if you don't want to have to like set up a whole grind, hunting rooster deer or crocodiles on Emerald Coast is really good. I am partial to the rooster deer because they've got such a small home range that you can find so many of them super fast, and they give like 1,400 cash for like a mid-size one, and like 1,700 or 1,800 cash for a big one. It's pretty crazy. They give just so much. Ah, he's floating. He's floating! Stop! I do not approve. There we go. That is crazy, Noah. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Hey, Tharusa, because I had a super troll piebald. Ooh, ouch, dude. Ouch. What was the super rare? It was a melanistic. It was a freaking mela. Are you guys ready for this? Got him. That's pretty wild, Noah. That's pretty wild. Perfect double lung. Love to see it. That's kind of a tight rack, too. Kind of a tight rack for that particular rack. How do you get an American alligator in a trophy lodge? You have to kill an American alligator off of Mississippi Acres. And then you click taxidermize when you're on the claim screen. And then you put it in your lodge. Now, if you're talking about how you get one into the default, like, Leighton Lakes Trophy Lodge, that has, like, preset spots for all the base game animals. If you want it in that lodge, you're gonna have to put it on that round platform in the middle. It's the only one that'll be able to take it. Level 3. That's not bad, Hypified. I think I'm getting like 60 an hour on mine. Thank you, Noah. I can't believe it either, man. Just crazy. Holy. I have a multi-animal thing on the center one. Is there another spot for my gator or not? No, not if you have just the base game lodge. The base game lodge only has one spot where other animals can go. All the other platform, or all the other mounts in the Leighton Lakes Trophy Lodge are for base game animals. So only stuff that you can find on Hirschfelden or Leighton Lakes, unfortunately. Any severe changes in the last 6 months? Well, in the last 6 months, an Australia map was added, Atavius. And then the great one, Fallow deer, was added. They added a bunch of new skin packs. And the most recent thing is this new update that comes out in 2 days has an electronic collar, a 44 Magnum lever action, and also a takedown recurve bow. And it's the first, like, traditional bow that can take a sight on it. That's the main stuff that's happened in the last 6 months. I can't remember if this was within the last 6 months or if this was longer ago, but we got the Hunter Power Pack, which has a 338 bolt action, a 308 bolt action, and a 7mm bolt action rifle. I think that's all the major updates that have happened, if I am not mistaken. Bear, thank you for the super chat, dude. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, man.
Oh my gosh.
Much appreciated. Oh. All I've already done a face reveal a long time ago, Steven. And I've done probably like 20 plus. Probably done like 20 plus, actually even more. Probably like 50 different live streams and videos with a face cam. Just popping those so that I can passively manage down my map for red deer, because we're eventually going to go for them here on Tiabaroa. Should I start a red deer, great one, grind, or fallow? I would say fallow deer. Fallow deer is probably the easiest to get going, and it's also currently the most rewarding in terms of what you can get compared to what you can get for red deer. The only thing that gets you like more options that you could get for your great one is moose. But since your options were fallow or red deer, I would go with fallow. Fallow's a lot more enjoyable. Oh, you'd be even more shocked now, Nate. I look completely different than I do in that face reveal there. What is the best map for fallow deer grinds? Oh, 100% Tiabaroa. Like, it knocks all the other maps out of the water. The other maps have no shot against Tiabaroa for fallow deer. There we go. Do I still have long hair? Yes, I do. I don't look good with short hair, so... Anyone got any tips for hunting Cape buffalo? Yeah. Run the coastline. Run the coastline during their drink time, and you will find a lot of Cape buffalo. Oh, there used to be, Nate, it was a bug. There used to be a bugged one-horned goat. It's not a thing anymore, they fixed it. But back then you could get one that just had one horn. It looked so strange. Is Rancho good for whitetail? It's kind of middle of the road. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. Out of the 5, I think we have 5 whitetail maps, right? I'd rank it like number 3. It's not terrible, but it's just not as good as some of the others. Like, Layton Lakes and Revontuli are definitely better than Rancho, but Mississippi and New England are definitely worse than Rancho. The only reason that Rancho ranks below Layton and Rev is because they put the whitetail in really bad spots on Rancho. Like, Rancho has a lot of, it's got a lot of lakes that are super hilly and brushy, and that's where they put a lot of the whitetail on Rancho, unfortunately. Big 4. Why do you say Tiabaroa like that? I find it hilarious. Because that is how the New Zealand viewers told me to say it. When the map first came out, all my viewers that were from New Zealand said that it's pronounced Tiabaroa. And that a lot of people were pronouncing it wrong. Yeah, it's Tiawaroa. And it helps if you can roll your R's as well. If you roll your R's, it sounds more like what it's supposed to sound like. New England worst map in the game. I don't think it's the worst map, but it's definitely not the best. Probably is the worst map now that I think about it. I think I'd pick Mississippi over New England any day. 2 more down. Oh, gotcha, Nate. Yeah, I found out, like, over time that there's not a lot of people, or at least not as many as I thought, that can roll their R's. It seems like it's one of those things where you can either do it or you can't. Killed over 200 reindeer and not got a single diamond. Yeah, it sounds like reindeer to me. Reindeer can be kind of rough. However, I have tried herd managing reindeer in the past, and it wasn't that terrible. Like, it went okay. To be honest, I probably still have a couple level 5 reindeer on my map, because I don't think I went back and killed all of them. Yeah, like, I know a ton of people that can't do it, Cooper. It seems like it's one of those things where some people can, some can't. Two more down and 10 more till the great one. You're predicting it? Let's see. Let's see what we got. Hopefully you're right. Which one is better, the hunter or the angler? I mean, I don't think you can compare the two in terms of like what's better, because they're very different. One is fishing, one is hunting. My favorite is the hunter Call of the Wild, though. My favorite is definitely the hunter. But I don't really compare, I don't really like pit them against each other because they're very different. They've got completely different like audiences as well. A lot of people play the angler but don't play the hunter, and vice versa. Any great ones today? No great ones today, Aiden, but we did get a super rare melanistic, so I couldn't care any less if we don't get a great one. Like, I'm just so happy that we got a super rare. I could never get another great one fallow deer, and I'd probably still be happy because I've got every super rare finally in a huddle. It's been a good day. Yeah, exactly, Marble, exactly. And the awesome thing about playing the angler and the hunter is when one gets an update, it gives us a break from the other. Because a lot of times when we get an update in Call of the Wild, it's been a bit since we've had one in the angler, and every time we get one in the angler, it's been a bit since we've had one in the hunter, so I think it'll work out really well. Always giving us something to go for. How much do I want a typical rat great one? 11. 11. Definitely 11. Jeez, Cooper, that's a bad streak. That's a rough streak. That's like me going for a bear. Hello there, little fallow. You are in a weird spot like the rest of your herds over there. Why are you just sitting up there, brother? Silly fallow deer. Favorite fish is the brown trout. The brown trout are cool. I think... What have I fished for them? Lake trout, probably. I like the lake trout the best in the angler. They're just so much fun. Nice, Jacqueline. That's awesome. That is awesome. You're grinding bears right now? Oh, no, Cooper. Well, hopefully you have better luck than I did. Hopefully you have that Zacky luck instead of that Scarecrow luck. Come on, great one! Where are you? Oh, it's 1302. Shoot it, quick! Hey. Got him. No, Adavius, I have not put up a largemouth guide. I've got a video where I showed off a couple spots for largemouth, but I didn't show all of them. I know Brober's got a full-on guide for largemouth bass. If you look up Brober Frat on YouTube, it's like B-R-O-B-R-A, all one word, and then space, and then frat, like F-R-A-T-T. He does guides for every single fish in the game, and you'll be able to find a good largemouth guide there. Look, it's a level 5. Let's go. Let's go. Do I have a diamond gray wolf? I do. I've got a couple of them. I haven't hunted for gray wolf in a while, but back when I hunted Yukon a bit more, I got a couple of them. I thought that he would turn, but he didn't. Well, we'll kill him next run. I thought that he would turn when I shot the other one. Usually they do, but I guess because he was drinking, he didn't. Because he had to get out of that animation. 44 with a Texas hard shot him there. $160. That might have actually been good. That might have actually been good. That might have actually been good there. What do you guys think? Was that good? I think it's like 50-50 chance. It might have just been that I hit him twice and the second one didn't do a flinch animation. Either we hit him twice and it didn't do the animation the second time, or we got vitals on the first shot and missed the second one. Could be either of those. Kinda leaning towards we hit him twice and neither were vitals. No, that's good. That's good. So we got non-vital and then vital. Okay, I was wrong. Second shot was good. He barely made diamond as well. Jeez. Second shot was there. Or first shot was there, second was here. We barely got it, but we got it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yes, you can use the red dot on the 44. It's honestly pretty cool. I'm really happy they did that. Because it's a more modernized one. Ooh, that's a big 5. We'll shoot this in a minute, but my wife just messaged me and said my package is here. So I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. And I'm back. That is a big diamond. Wow. That one is really big. Now, let's get the other herd here. Could be 270. My guess is 267 or 268, though. How big was the super rare? It was a mid-rack. It was like 262 or something. What are you? That's a big one. This could be high 260s, maybe 270 if we're lucky. Come on. Ah, 267.87. That's the big one of the day, though. Thought that rack was another 5. Nah, just 1 5 in this area. A good 5, though. That's a good dime. Not quite to my taxing threshold, though. What's the new Great One Fallow? We have not got any more Great One Fallow, no. We got a super rare Fallow earlier. Will the 44 be nerfed? I couldn't see why they would. If anything, they need to buff the other 2 lever actions. Make them better. I don't think they would nerf this. This is how it should be. What they need to do is buff a lot of the other guns that don't perform the way they need to. Like, stuff like the 300 and 338 need to be able to penetrate further into a moose than what they currently do. Same thing with the 4570. Like, that gun needs to be buffed. Yeah, I think if anything, they need to buff other guns instead of nerfing this one. There's a Fallow. Pretty much, Johnny, pretty much. Not just the class system, but like they also need to rework the penetration and expansion values of every single gun in the game. Because it's kind of insane how much penetration how much penetration the pistol calibers get compared to a lot of the rifle calibers. It's kind of insane how crazy the pen is on all the handguns. Yes, this is an HM grind. We do like a lot of our HM grinds during the streams, and then I've got videos that are non-HM stuff as well as some HM stuff. We kind of do a bit of everything over here. But most of our most of our streams are going to be HM grinds. Hoping that level 5 would turn. He'll go down. Did we shoot one over here? I can't remember. Yeah, we did. There we go. We're about to hit 800 kills, guys. Later, Trent. Do I have the Mocha Moose? Yeah, I did the Mocha Moose mission a long time ago. I think I did it the day that Tiabaroa full released. Pretty sure I did it on a stream. You know, one of these days, maybe I'll go back and make a video out of that live stream, because I still have the live stream on YouTube. No, I'm not really taking a break from Red Deer, Gavin. I'm doing like a side project. Red Deer is still our main grind. But I'm doing this little side fallow grind to try and get a great one before the update releases. I'm trying to get an early access great one since they're allowing us to save our progress. This is the first update in probably like 3 or 4 early accesses where we're actually able to keep the progress from this early access. So I decided to be crazy and try to go for a great one and get it with the new gun before it full releases. Or the new bow. Either one. But yeah, the second we get this accomplished, we're going to go back and try to finish that red deer grind. Another 5. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. I got a crazy idea, but it will probably work knowing this freaking 44. You ready for this, guys? Put your head down. Do it. This gun is so satisfying to use. I love it. How do you have so many diamonds? A grinding method called herd management, Jace. Herd management is essentially a grinding method where you leave all the lower level animals and kill the higher levels. And eventually you get to a point where there's so many low level animals on your map that the remaining ones that are higher levels will more commonly respawn as diamonds and potentially even great ones. Got a bunch of guides on the channel if you're curious and want to learn more about it. It's also a method that's completely approved and backed by the developers. They've come out a couple times and said that they're okay with people doing it and that it's not like they don't consider it to be cheating or exploiting or anything of the sort. So it is 100% fine by the devs to do it. What is that map? This is Te Awaroa. It is the New Zealand map. Is blonde rare for common raccoons? I don't believe so, no. I think that's a common. I've been thinking the map you're on is bug because you always see great ones. No, it's definitely not bug. I just spend an absurd amount of time grinding and do herd management. There's a pretty good chance that herd management increases great one spawns at least a little bit. And I get a lot of kills in between great ones. But obviously in the videos you don't see the kills in between, so I can see why you would think that. But these live streams right here, we do streams quite often. The majority of my grinding is done on stream. We haven't been doing the long streams as much recently because it's been a while since an update, but if you take a look back to the release of the Fallow Great One, I was doing like 6 to 10 hour streams every single day for like the first 2 weeks or so. Why am I doing Fallow on this map instead of Emerald Coast? Because this one is a lot better than Emerald Coast in terms of like how, what's the word? How easy it is to grind. This map right here puts Emerald Coast Fallow to shame. Doing a great one grind on Leighton Lakes. Nice, KDL. Good luck, man. I hope it goes well. Should make a video ranking all the maps. I actually did one of those a while back. I should probably make an updated one, though, because new maps have come out since I made that video. Nothing there. Oh, and also the other reason I'm not doing Fallow on Emerald is because I've got a red deer grind on there. I'm currently set up for red deer on Emerald. Do I prefer to stack or shoot the 5s while using HM? I stack them. It's not a necessity to do so. Is there 100% spawn for fallow deer on this map? What do you mean by 100% spawn? I'm not quite sure what your question is, Zachary, but let me see if I can answer it just by generalizing things. Everybody that plays is going to have the same amount of every species, right? There might be like tiny differences by like a deer or two, but it's not going to be a major difference. Everybody's going to have the same amount of animals. However, what can differ is the amount of zones they have and where those zones are located. Once you've found all your zones, though, you will find that you have quite a lot of fallow deer. And it'll be about the same as everybody else that plays the game. And once you know, like, all the locations they're at, you can hunt the zones a lot more effectively. And also hunting at drink time. I probably should have said that as well. BP, thank you for the super chat, dude. Is a diamond channel cat in the day of super rare? Oh, yes. That is crazy, crazy tough to get. Essentially, in the angler, there's no, like, true super rares, right? Because there's no rares in the game. However, if you manage to get a fish that normally doesn't bite during the day, in the day, and have it be a diamond, I would consider that a super rare. Same with like nighttime or like daytime fish. If you catch a daytime fish in the nighttime and it's a diamond, I would consider that a super rare. It's the closest thing the angler has to super rares right now. Hopefully one of these days they will end up adding rares into the game. That'd be so good. That'd be so good. What grind do you recommend after I finish my fallow grind? Either whitetail or moose, I would say. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, Zach. Only 2 days to go, man. Only 2 days. Technically a little less than 2 days. Because they released their updates at about 2 or 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Which is about between 5 and 6 a.m. Eastern Time. So it's actually like a day and a half until they release the update. I'm using ground blinds instead of the tripods. Because the ground blinds are easier to get in and out of really fast. So like, you see this? I exit and I'm immediately in the blind. Which means I can shoot a lot faster than if I'm in the tripod. Because the tripods can't be placed as close. And let's say that this herd isn't here, right? I get into the blind, I check, the herd isn't there. I can just jump out, reset the time, and then immediately be back in. It's a lot faster than getting in and out of a tripod. So that's why I use the blind. Nice, we got him. This is the 5 that we missed last run. And the other thing that's cool about the blind, which I forgot to mention a minute ago, is you can place them closer to the tent than you can the tripods, which means you have less distance you have to run to get to them. Like, even though this is right here, I could put this, like, right up against the tent. With a tripod, I think it would have to be, like, this far away. So it's just a lot more efficient if you're trying to, like, min-max the amount of time that you spend getting in and out of stands and maximizing the amount of time that you're shooting deer. One of those things where it's not a necessity, but it can definitely help if your biggest concern is how much you're killing in a short amount of time. Should do a collab with Rooster for the new update? I'll have to talk to him about it. We could maybe do something like that. We've done a collab stream before, but it's been really tough getting, like, other collaborations lined up with him because he's, like, 10 hours ahead of me. He's in Germany. I'm over in Oregon. So that's the biggest, like, hurdle to get over when trying to collab with Rooster is we're just in completely different time zones. And so by the time I'm getting up and ready to record, he's getting ready to go to sleep. Do you do stacking at all? Yes, I do. We're already past the stacking stage with our fallow grind, though. How many kills do I have? In this grind, 807. Fallow deer in total, 7,600. Everything I've ever shot in the game, it's probably over 90,000, maybe 95,000 at this point. The thing is, I'll probably never know exactly how many I've killed in total. Because if I kill something and then don't claim it, right, it still respawns, so it's still a kill. But it doesn't count as a kill in your codex, so I'm just kind of having to go off of the numbers that I've got wrote down from my grinds. And how much I think I had aside from grinding. I think I've had around like 87 or 88,000 kills in grinds alone. And I know for a fact I've had at least 10k kills that were just on like non-Great One grinds or in multiplayer. So I've got to be close to 100k kills now. I just wish the codex worked properly so I could really know. Have I played Way of the Hunter? Yeah, I've played Way of the Hunter. I've got a decent bit of videos on the channel of it. I don't play it as often, just because the pacing doesn't keep me interested for as long. I like the faster paced style of Call of the Wild. But I try to jump on Way of the Hunter every time they get a big update so I can see what they've added and see if it's enough to like keep me playing it consistently. I think the last update with the Africa Reserve was a really good step in the right direction. And they're about to release, I think, 4 or 5 new weapons. I think it's 4 of them. So I'm pretty excited to check those out. I think it's going to be fun to mess around with them. I think what Way of the Hunter really needs to keep me interested is just like some non-typicals or more rares. Then I could see myself sinking a lot of time into it. Also, I can't remember if I said hi when you jumped in here, Johnny. I know I've been replying to your messages, but I don't remember if I said hi. If I didn't, how's it going? What kind of new map would I like to see? I would really, really like to see a Texas Game Ranch. That's my top one. Because a Texas Game Ranch could have a crap load of exotic animals from across the world. If you've ever gone to the website of a Texas Game Ranch, they have a massive variety of animals that you can hunt, including like African antelope species, exotic deer like the Pierre David's deer or the white stag or the white moose, which are like the white stag and white moose are like genetic mutations of moose and red deer, where their fur is just always white, but they're not an albino. Really, really cool stuff. There's just so many cool opportunities that they could do with that. There'd be literally over 100 animals to choose from. And they could really go crazy with their, like, their creative... They could really go crazy with their creativity. And then the other... There's 3 other options I wouldn't mind either. Another Africa map would be very incredible. An Asia map would be nice. And then I'd like a British Columbia map with, like, doll sheep, Sitka blacktail deer, that type of stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Got some fallow killed. Nice, Johnny. I still can't believe you got a Great One fallow like 30 seconds after I ended my last Call of the Wild stream. That's just crazy. Apparently the fallow really like you. Are spawns being reset with the new DLC? No, they're not. They're not changing. There's not going to be any pop resets or anything like that, because they're not messing with any of the animals, I don't think. I think they're just adding in the new DLC, and then a few new skin packs. Nightbot tripping. Nightbot is tripping. And that deer's just chilling off to the side. Yeah, there's not going to be any resets, Let's Play. I think the only time they do resets is if they're actually changing things with a species. Like, if they add a new Great One in, they got to reset that species, or else the Great One wouldn't spawn properly. If they change an animal in a way like adding true racks to their horns or antlers, then they would have to reset them to get rid of the old animals. Or if they like changed the home range of an animal and like moved them to a different part of the map, they would have to reset then as well. But aside from that, there's really no need for them to reset your populations. There's usually quite a bit of time between resets. Seekadeer go to level 5, I believe. If I am not mistaken. Also, guys, we're at 815 kills on the Fallow grind. Gavin, thank you for the 9 months, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. We're at 416 members in total, which is, ironically, the caliber I'd like to see added to the game. Can we please get a 416? Come on, EW, give us a 416. 416 would be so cool. That would just be incredible. Indeed, Marvel. Hey, little fellers. So our last Great One Fallow spawned in this zone. And this is the same zone that probably like half of our Great Ones have spawned in. So I'm hoping we'll get it in a different zone, but they seem to always pop up here, so... I mean, I'll be happy wherever it shows up, but I'd love it if we got it in a zone we've never shot a Great One in. Jonathan Kitchens, thank you for the membership, dude. Really appreciate it. Enjoy all the perks that come with that, the emotes, extra Discord channels, scrapped uploads on the channel, and all the other cool things. Thank you very much. How many kills am I at? 817. Come on. I know there's one more herd there. Come on. What is a true rack? True racks is the antler, the random antler generation system they have going. True rack stands for True Random Antler Configuration System. It's essentially what makes it so two animals of the same rack can have a different shape to the rack and different scores. It's what makes animals like wonky and stuff. Like these antlers, these are True Rack's antlers because they can bend, they can twist, they can score differently. Which is why you could see like so many different deer with the exact same rack score so many different scores. And they'll all look a little bit different to reflect those differences in scores. It's a really cool antler generation system. I would go further down than that, Jakes. The only fallow that I stacked for my low levels, right? I tried to make sure that if any of them were above 150, I killed them. Like, if they were going to score 150 or higher, I would kill them. Yes, Johnny, that'd be such a good pack. That'd be such a good pack. Like, holy crap. It'd be so insane. Come on, EW. Give us a big game pack. Come on. Nice, Jonathan. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Glad you're liking it. Yeah, the blinds are like a hidden gem. For so many years, we ignored the waterfowl blinds for anything except waterfowl. When it turns out, they've got so many different uses that we didn't even realize until recently. It's so cool. Jeez, Marble, that's wild. Sounds like a blowout to me. Nice, Hollow Pen. That's awesome, man. How do you find so many animals without doing the herding method? What do you mean, Chase? I am doing herd management. This is indeed a herd management grind. Now, wait a minute. Are you talking about how do I find so many animals in general, or how do I find so many diamonds? If you're talking about animals in general, it's just about knowing where your zones are. It's just about searching your entire... Oh, animals in general? Yeah, it's just a matter of finding where all your drink zones are and then setting up tents on those drink zones. You can do that without herd management as well. I've done it before with whitetail with no herd management. There's a 5. Because, like, if you have a zone, provided you don't get too much hunting pressure and delete that zone by accident, you'll always have them there. Just make sure that if you're not using a stand, don't let the hunting pressure get too crazy around it. If you're using stands, you'll be fine. But yeah, like, whenever you find a need zone, they're going to always be there during that time frame that that zone is. If you need more, if you want more help on that, I've got guides on my channel. I have a guides playlist as well as a herd management guides playlist. Should be some videos in both of them that will help you out quite a bit. There we go. Another diamond. Hey, Wyatt, how's it going, man? Just shooting some fallow as always. How do you know when you don't need to stack anymore? When the rest of your zones are shot down. Really, there's no surefire way of knowing that you're completely managed down. The only thing you can really do is try to manage down all your zones as much as you can. Try to get as many 2s as you possibly can. And if you want to check to see if you're managed enough, you can kill off all your stacked diamonds. And then do like a couple hundred kills on those main zones where you were stacking them. And if you start getting diamonds pretty consistently as your respawns, then you know that your herd management is far enough. If you kill them off and you're not getting a lot of diamond respawns over the next couple hundred kills, then start stacking again and shoot down more of the map. That's the process that I go through. I usually will stop stacking them and shoot them multiple times during a grind to check to see if it's far enough. I'm gonna have to aim. That should be good. There he is. Why do I keep exiting and entering the map? It's to get the animal's spook state reset. Which is essentially just... when you shoot an animal from a herd, the rest of that herd is going to be spooked for probably like 20, 30 minutes. And they will not come back to their zone until they're not spooked anymore. And so if you finish your run within that time frame, by the time you get back to that first zone that you shot them from, they're not going to be unspooked yet. So you exit the game and then go back in, and they won't be spooked when you go to that zone. It's essentially just a way to speed up things. Speed up getting them back to their zone. Speed up getting those animals not spooked anymore. Because, like, you could get your respawns, right? But if the herd is still spooked, they're not coming back to the zone until they're not spooked anymore. Yeah, no problem, Brandley. Always happy to help. Have I ever accidentally ruined a great one? I did. I spine shot a whitetail right before the great one fallow released. I was trying to get one more great one before the update, and we got it to spawn. It was like, it was going so great, right? Like, Jaxie Beard was watching the stream, and we got it to spawn while he was watching, so I was pretty happy about that. It was a cool moment. And then we messed him up. I spine shot him with the bow. And you know why? I spine shot him with the bow because he put his head down to start drinking, which lowered his spine. If I would have just waited for him to stop drinking, it probably would have been fine. But, like, I thought he wasn't going to drink. I took the shot, and as I clicked, he put his head down. It was just a very unfortunate scenario. But it happens to the best of us. There's always going to be some here and there that we mess up. LG, thank you for the 2 months, man. I really appreciate that. Welcome back, dude. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Nice little 4 over there. What's going to be in the new update? There's going to be an electronic caller that will have a call for every single animal in the given reserve that you've joined, including like multiple different sounds for each call, which is kind of cool. There is a 44 lever action rifle, which is incredibly overpowered. And then there's a takedown recurve, which is going to be the first traditional bow that can have a sight mounted on it. Is this pack like a necessity? Not necessarily, but it's got a lot of really fun stuff. I definitely think the 44 is the most useful out of the 3. It's just really, really powerful. In fact, when I get to my final zone of this run, I'll use the 44 so you can kind of see what it does. Because it's pretty powerful. It's really, really powerful. Did I ever get the super rare band tag? No, I didn't. We'll return to that at some point, but I want to get that red deer off of Emerald first. Maybe the e-collar will help on the bear grind? I don't know. I don't think it will, because like I've got my bear grind in a pretty good place now. Whenever we return to the bear grind, I'll show you what I mean, but I don't think I need the collar on the bear grind. I've got it pretty good. Like, the thing about the bear grind is it's not the fact that they're tough to hunt, it's the fact that for some reason the great one just doesn't want to spawn for me with the bears. Call the mountain lions away from the bears? That'd be interesting. That'd be kind of a cool use for it. Gosh, another Troll 5. So many Troll Rack 5s. What is this? What is this, man? So many Troll Rack 5s. Any projected time for the bear grind? It'll be at least a couple of weeks. Probably more. Because we still got to complete the Emerald Coast Red Deer grind. We still got to complete getting a fallow with one of the new weapons. And I am also like, I've got an itch to do a Tiawaroa Red Deer grind as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I've got ahead of going back to bears. How much will the new DLC cost? They haven't told us a price. I'm assuming it'll be the same as any other weapon pack. So like $3.99. I assume it'll be around that range. I might be wrong, but seems like that's typically what they do for those types of packs. What great one do I think they'll add next? I think it's either going to be an elk or a wild boar. Elk is the most requested great one at the moment. Wild boar has been one that has consistently had a moderate level of requests throughout the years. And it is on Hirschfelden, which currently has less great ones than Leighton. That's kind of why I think it might be wild boar. Elk, I think, because it's a very popular request. Tell me, Crow, how do you get just so beautiful hair? I mean, it just kind of happens. It just kind of happens, man. You know, I just, I let it grow, and then I just wash it. And, it's really all there is to it. I know, it's a pretty intense routine, I know. just gotta get good. Oh, man. Oh, and also it helps to have like a clapped hairline, making you want to grow your hair out more. That helps as well. Oh, man. If you didn't know, that was the original reason why I let my hair grow out. I didn't like how I looked with short hair, because my hairline's not great. So I figured, hey, man, if I can rock the long hair, then who cares if my hairline's mediocre? Gosh, he got moved by a doe. She moved him. That's so rude. I'm telling you, these does, they are the biggest enemy in a grind like this. Hey, you're a fallow deer, and you're dead. Nice, Ghost. There's a few really weird elk racks for the Rosies. What is the hardest great one? Definitely the black bear. The black bear is really tough. Primarily just because bears act really weird. Like, their respawns are very strange because they're all solos, so they move all the time. Nah, not happening, Gavin. There's too high of a chance of me having to do that because it's been a while since we've had a great one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ma'am. I'm so sorry. How did that happen? How did that happen? I didn't even see her die. Let's hope it doesn't screw my zone up. Ay. Hate to see it, man. Hate to see it. Let's hope that doesn't screw things up. One of three things could happen. One, the doe respawns in the same zone. Two, she goes to one of my other zones, and the buck from that zone goes to the zone that I killed her in. Or three, because I've killed a few over the last few days, they might just create a brand new zone with a couple of my main shootable bucks, which would not be great. Not be great at all. Are those new tents? No, you can customize the tents now. Since, I think, 1 or 2 updates ago. You can customize the tents with the skins. Just by going in here. Finding your tents. Hitting C, or whatever the corresponding key is on console. Look at that. You can change it to whatever you want. I can have a pretty Easter tent or a pretty summer tent if I want. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah. That's looking good. Pretty crazy the amount of stuff you can do with the tents nowadays. You know, what's wild to think about is 3 years ago, anybody that's been playing since like 3 years ago, we never thought skins would come to the game. We never thought this would be a possibility. We thought it would just be too much for the game. Look at it now. Like, it's truly insane how far the game has come over the years. So many options for customization now. And I really love that EW has took that route of like give the players as much as they can to make the game customized to them. Like, they're very big on play the game how you want. Customize everything how you want. We'll give you an array of realistic and more like fantasy type of like, well, not really fantasy, but like realistic and unrealistic skins that you can put on your stuff and just go ham with it. And I think that's great. I'm glad they give us the options to just kind of do whatever we want. Did not get a good shot into that second one. Oof. Third time's the charm. Love to see it. Toasties, thank you for the membership renewal. Welcome back. Hope you're doing good. There we go. One second, guys. I'm talking to my daughter real quick. All right, I'm back. I am back. Yeah, my daughter's at that stage where she's getting to the age where she wants to see like everything. She wanted to see the deer. She's like 2 years and 5 months old now, and she is just so curious about everything. She came up beside me just a second ago and was like, I want to see the deer. I want to see the deer. Oh, man. Too funny. Now my cat is like reaching up on my leg trying to get my attention. Nice, Mink. That's awesome. That's a big ol' 4. We got a floater. I need to get that floater to stop floating. 7mm or 44? You can't really compare them because one is a lever action with limited range, and the other is like a proper bolt action rifle with very long range capabilities. They're for completely different purposes. It's going to depend on like your situation. If you're taking shots within 150 meters, 44 is better. If you're taking shots from 150 to 400, then 7mm is going to be better. Depends on the scenario that you're using it for. Ow, ma'am. The does are getting back at me for shooting that one last run. Rancho or Layton for whitetail? Oh, definitely Layton. Layton is a lot better than Rancho. The biggest problem with Layton is going to be the brush. Because the thing about it is the deer are in a much smaller area than a lot of other maps. But it's so brushy. However, I do have a guide for Layton whitetail on the channel. If you check the herd management guides playlist, it's got a guide in there. I have both and I choose the 44. Well, the 44 is not released yet, so you definitely don't have the 44 bolt or the 44 lever action. Unless you're talking about the handgun. Where can I best find coyotes? Honestly, I think Rancho's probably the best coyote map. I've tried hunting for them on the other maps that have them, and I just feel like Rancho more consistently gives me good amounts of coyotes during their drink time. We're now at 849 kills, guys. Oh, you're talking about IRL. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, in-game, they're going to perform a lot different than IRL. So yeah, the thing that I said earlier still stands with those. They're both good for different things, both good for different ranges. There it is. Hello, little deer. Do I prefer HM or just shooting all the males? I like HM more because there's a lot of strategy involved, and I'm a sucker for like strategic stuff. I am a sucker for like strategic things that provide results if you do it right. It gives me more of a rewarding feeling. Because it's like, okay, I did all this stuff like perfect, and now I'm getting the rewards from it. By seeing like more trophies showing up. So for me, HM is definitely my favorite. Yeah, Joseph, maybe. Maybe. Oh, that's a big 5. Hey, maybe you were smelling that level 5 instead of our 51st great one. 68. Let's 0 to 300. Got him. That's a big 5 there. That's a big 5. What are you gonna score? 265. Nice. Solid. Solid. Nice, Riley. That's awesome. It's a fun game. Like, this is probably one of the most chill and enjoyable games out there. Because you really can just, like, jump on, play in, like, whatever way you want, and have a good time. It's a lot of fun. I like it. I mean, there's a reason I've been able to literally make my entire channel about the Hunter. When I first started making my YouTube channel, well, my channel had already existed for years. I didn't really like do anything with it for a long time though. When I started to try and take it more seriously during 2020, during the pandemic and stuff, there was a few different games I was thinking about doing, and I was looking at all of them and I was like, okay, what game could I see myself sinking the most amount of time into if YouTube ends up popping off? And Call of the Wild was the game that I thought I would be able to enjoy for the longest. And it's definitely been the case. I still do not get tired of it. Even after having made videos for over 3 years at this point. It can get really addicting. It's a very fun game. I think a big part of that is the fact that there's so much to look for and there's so much variety and things to use, places to go. It's just got endless amounts of content. What turkey map do I prefer? There's a few that I like. I would say, surprisingly, Mississippi is one of my favorite turkey maps. It's one of the few things I really like Mississippi for. That's fine, Caitlin. He can just continue typing on his keyboard. while I'm here being a full-time streamer, and he's probably just wishing that he was in that position. It's okay. People will hate when they can't get what they want. What's my favorite great one that I've got? There's a couple that are really, really good. The 50-50 Rack Moose is up there. That's top 5 easily. The two-tone Big Rack Moose is also up there. The Fabled Mocha Blade Rack Fallow is, again, top 5 easily. My 50-50 Typical Rack and Squished Kinsko Rack Whitetail is also top 5. And what else? What would be the last one to round out my top 5? My bear. My bear for sure. Because my bear was a max scoring Great One bear. That's definitely my top 5. Like, holy crap, they're insane. Jeez, Cooper, that's nuts. That is nuts. Bear, thank you for the super chat, dude. Thank you for making great videos. Appreciate it, man. I enjoy doing it, so plenty more to come. What great one would I want them to add? Elk, for sure. Elk is probably my most wanted right now. I don't care which species of elk either. I would also still really like to see a blacktail or a mule deer. I feel like they would both be really good for the game. Those 3 options are ones we 100% need someday. $261. That's not too crazy for mid-rack, actually. I'm curious if, like, one of these days I can get a mid-rack that's just, like, so tight that it scores, like, 255 or something. I kind of want to see if that's possible. I would love to find something like that, if we could. Thank you, Ethan. The DLC is going to be coming out in 2 days.
Oh my gosh!
That was a delayed alert. That was a really delayed alert. Oh, man. Did you kill all of your red deer solo zones? If you're herd managing red deer, you have to manage the solos, yes. If you're not herd managing, you can avoid the solos if you'd like. But yeah, if you're herd managing, you have to hunt every red deer zone, no matter whether it's a solo or a herd, if you want to get the best results. Would love to see a great one, Rocky Elk. Same. It'd be so good. $241. Did you miss anything? Yes, we got a super rare earlier. We got a diamond melanistic fallow, which finished off our huddle of all 3 different types of super rare fallow. Still feels just crazy to say that. My gosh. I don't really do guided hunts, Brantley, because that's kind of Lady Legend's thing. I don't want to, like, steal her idea. That's her thing. This herd has been MIA for the last 2 runs in a row. Yeah, you did miss a diamond mellow fallow. We got it like, what, second run of the day, maybe third run of the day. It was pretty early in the stream. Our luck for super rares the last couple months has been top notch. It's been like Mel's recent Great One luck. Hey, Hunting with Mr. Lee, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Best map? I mean, that's going to be a personal preference thing. Everybody's going to give you a different answer for favorite map, but my personal favorite is Emerald Coast. I feel like it is the most interesting map with it being in Australia and having a lot of really cool species. But Revontuli Coast, Te Awaroa, Silver Ridge, they're all great maps as well. All the maps have at least like one redeeming quality to them. I'm good going after third Moose Great One. Nice. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully you get it soon. There we go. Thoughts on Quattro? It used to be one of my favorites, and it's sadly gone down in my list over the years as they've made changes to it and made, like, positive changes to other maps. It's sadly just not what it used to be. Holy crap, that's huge. It's a 50-50 rack. Okay, that could have been a 270 if it was big rack on both sides, but this is a 50-50 rack, so it's not gonna be as big as it could have been, but that's a good deer nonetheless. Man, that was a shot at a 270 though. Like that could have been so close to 270 if it was just even. Crazy. Quattro would be better if the 6.5 was class 3 to 7 or 8. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I think Quattro's got a lot of unique species, but sadly, like a lot of the things that used to make it really good are no longer a thing there. Like, Mouflon now drink at night, which was, in my opinion, not a good decision. The red deer are no longer the best on that map. Te Awaroa is a thing, so Te Awaroa is better. And Emerald Coast is even better for a red deer, to be honest. So it doesn't have that going for it anymore. The ibex are cool, but like all 4 different ibex species have the same like model for their bodies. And I just don't like that particularly. But it does have some good redeeming qualities as well. It's the best roe deer map. And it's a good, solid pheasant map. And it's got a lot of cool species. It's just like some of them are annoying to hunt nowadays after some of the changes they made. Yeah, pretty much every map is better than Quattro for red deer, aside from Hirsch. I think Hirsch is the only map below Quattro for red deer now. To do a mule deer grind for super rares? Maybe someday. Maybe one of these days. It won't be anytime soon, but definitely a possibility. I mean, I could not see them never adding a mule deer great one. They have to eventually add it. It's such a popular request. So I'm reluctant to set up a grind for mule deer because I feel like one of these days we're bound to get a mule deer great one. And then, like, any grind that I had done before that would obviously be reset. So I think I'll put off on the mule deer grinding until we get a great one mule deer, which who knows when that'll be. Could be a couple years from now. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the next one. But I feel like they can't go too long without adding a Mule Deer Great One. It's such a highly requested Great One. What classes can the new gun kill with full score? 3 to 8. It's got a very wide range. It is quite good. What is the biggest Fallow I've got? It was a little bit over 270. I can't remember the exact like decimal points at the end of the score, but it was a little bit over 270. Ma'am, get out of the way, please. Oh gosh, ran out of breath a little bit there. Was getting towards the end of the breath, so it didn't let me steady as much as I would have liked. Oh well. We'll get him next time. Yeah, Easton. Oh, man. Yeah, a great one. Mule Deer would be incredible. It'd be so, so good. Why'd I use the Hyperion instead of the Argus? It's easier to get follow-up shots with the Hyperion because there's less zoom. There is a wider field of view, and the sensitivity is a little bit lower on it. So I use it for grinding, typically. Just easier to make, like, rapid follow-up shots. $870 kills on the grind. Let's go. Getting pretty high up there in kills. Getting very close to breaking 1,000. Holy, that's wild, Krista, but thank you. Appreciate it. $1,790 into your 7th Fallow grind. Hopefully get it soon. Hopefully you'll get it soon. 1,700's about what I got my last Great One Fallow at, so maybe it's just around the corner. You never know. Yes, Hawk, you will still get respawns even if you're using the improper ammo. The only thing that using the wrong ammo does is it reduces the metal score of the animal, but it's not going to affect your respawns at all. Six Fallow Great Ones and only spoon and Irish elk rack. Oh man, dude. Yeah, the typical rack and the blade rack seem to be like the toughest ones to get. I don't see too many of them. I think they're the ones that I have the least of. I only have one typical rack out of my 9 Great One Fallow, and I only have 2 blade rack. The rest are spoon and Irish elk. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've got 3 Irish elk and like 4 spoon rack or something crazy. Or no. 3 Irish elk. Wait. 3 Irish elk. 4 spoon. Am I miscounting? Maybe I only have 3 spoon rack. Yeah, I have 3 spoon rack, 3 Irish elk rack, 2 blade, and 1 typical. That's a 5. Wide 5, holy. Ooh, laid him flat. I'm pretty sure that's mid-rack. That him? Yeah, it's him. Yep, mid-rack. 261. Opinions on the 30-06? It's a good gun. It's solid. It's one of those guns where I wouldn't take it over like the 308 AR or the 7mm bolt action, but it's a fun gun. It sounds really nice, and I do use it from time to time because it's very good. It's just really good. That's the best way to put it. It's a good gun. Nice, Caden. Nice. Opinions on the third... Okay, I already read that, actually. You have 50 great ones, or is that gold? That's great ones. 50 great ones. 50 great ones over the course of the last, like, what? 2.5? Close to... Actually, like 3 years now. I think great ones have been out for like 3 years now. What is the Ambusher pack? It's the new DLC that's going to be coming out in 2 days. It includes an electronic caller that has calls for every animal that has a call on any of the reserves. It also comes with a lever action 44 Magnum rifle and a takedown recurve bow. And it's the first traditional bow that can take a sight on it. Gosh, I can't click. There we go. Do you know the names of the different moose rack styles for the great ones? Yes, I do. So the smaller one that scores really low is called the spider rack. It's kind of like that really spindly looking one that is like a smaller. It's like the smallest rack. That one's the spider rack. The giant non-typical. A lot of people just call that big rack or the big non-tip. There's one that looks more like a diamond. That one's called the typical rack. Because it's got a... It's not a non-typical antlers. It's a typical antlers. And then the last one is the quad paddle. Because it's got like the two like smaller paddles under the main paddles. Some people also call it the butterfly rack. What are my thoughts on the new 44? I kind of give my full thoughts in both the videos that I've put out with it, but to briefly summarize it, I think it's a lot better than I thought it would be. It's a really fun gun. Is it going to replace your 308 or your 7mm for long range? No, it's a short range gun, but it packs a punch within that 150 to 200 meter range. Welcome back, Jace. Do I have all the maps? Yes, I do. Do I like the M1? Yeah, it's a really good gun. It was my main rifle for a long time until they brought the 308 AR into the game. After they brought the 308 AR in, I kind of moved over to that gun, but I still use the M1 from time to time. It's really good. Is the 44 worth using instead of the 308? If all your shots are going to be within 150 meters, yes. If you're going to be taking shots longer than 150 meters, then no. You know Flinter? I chat with him from time to time. We've done a couple collabs in the past. Big ol' 4. He thick. Holy. You know, that could have been a diamond 4. I probably should have used the 308. It is what it is, though. 243. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, the rare gators look so good, LG. So do the rare crocs. Like, both of them look so nice. My favorite Great One Moose racks from most fave to least fave. My favorite is the typical rack for moose. Second favorite would be the big non-tip. Then the spider rack. And then my least favorite is the quad paddle. It's just... I just don't see the appeal in it. Oh no, we shot the doe. We shot the doe! She wasn't even in front. How'd that happen? That's crazy. That's crazy. How did we hit her? I'm so confused. Maybe she was in front, but it looked like she wasn't? I don't know. Maybe somebody can go back and review that for me. There we go. Why can't you shoot does? Because sometimes it'll create brand new zones. And if you're as far into a grind as I am, I've got like a set rotation that I do every single run. And having to add a new herd to that can like completely throw off the flow. And it just wastes time because I have to go search for them. Whenever you kill a doe on a fallow deer grind, there's 3 things that could happen. Either 1, it'll respawn in the same zone. 2, it'll swap with one of your bucks in another zone and they'll essentially just trade places. Or 3, if you shoot a few of them over the course of like a couple of days, sometimes they just don't respawn. And then when you've killed enough, they just all respawn into a new herd. And it's like, all right then, what can you do? So I try not to shoot the does as much as I can. Because it can really screw things up if you've got like a pretty like good grind going. How many kills am I at? 886. There's a 5. Is that a chalky 5? It is. It's a chalky 5. Wow, that's high scoring. Holy crap. That is high scoring for that rack. 259 is crazy for small rack. Oh my gosh. That's insane. That is actually insane. Do I tax it? I say yes. That's taxable in my eyes. That's big. That's a nice fallow. I probably would not have taxed that if it wasn't a chocolate. Like, the fact that it's a chocolate with a rack that scores that high is crazy. What is the rarest thing in the game? An ultra rare whitetail great one. For those that are not familiar with what an ultra rare is, it is a great one with a rare fur type. So if somebody gets an albino great one whitetail, that's an ultra rare. That is the rarest thing in the game. In fact, the melanistic great one whitetail would be the rarest because nobody has killed one legitimately. The only ones that have ever been seen were from cheaters. So as of now, like, nobody has legitimately killed one, which is insane because it's been out for like 3 years. Gosh, these does are just doing their best to stay in the way today. He's gonna die, but we couldn't get a good follow-up shot on him because that doe got in the way. Yeah, I think I have a 262 small rack as well, but I haven't got a chocolate one as big as that. Hey, little feller. Hardcore high pixel, how's it going, dude? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Crow, it's me, Zach Messenger. How so many diamonds? Herd management. Herd management. Herd management is a grinding method where you leave the low levels, kill the high levels. Eventually, you get to a point where there's so many low levels on your map that the game spits out max levels like crazy to compensate for it. Got tons of guides on the channel in a playlist if you're interested. Please don't talk about trading in my chat, Munchhead. We do not promote trading here. That is a tiny 2. It's a tiny feller. How do people get so many rare gators? Killing a lot of gators. That's really all there is to it. With rares, it's just kill a lot of that species or do a lot of multiplayer hopping. Multiplayer hopping is just going to all the hotspots repeatedly on multiple servers and like only checking the hotspots. So you're like making really quick time checking everything. Since you're going to different servers, you're seeing different populations of animals. That's a good way to hunt for rare gators. I got a lot of them doing that. But the biggest thing is just shoot a bunch of them. If you just grind them for a few days, you know, kill a few hundred gators, you're bound to get a rare to respawn. The piebalds are not super uncommon. They're not super tough to get if you spend like a few days grinding for them. So you would 100% get at least a piebald if you spent a few days grinding some gators. The biggest thing is just experience, LG, for diamonds and rares. Like, experience and herd management is like the other option. But even to like do herd management to its fullest, you need to have some experience in the game. I have so many guides on the channel that talk about how to get more diamonds and rares. If you haven't checked some of those out, they're in a playlist. I've got 2 different playlists for different things. One is just a generalized guide playlist that has every guide I've ever made for Call of the Wild. And the other playlist is for all my herd management guides. Patience and lots of free time. Yes, that as well. That as well. What are the best colors for tracks? It's going to depend on what map you're on. I kind of just tried different colors until I found some that I liked. To be honest, I don't even remember what I used for each map until I go to that map. How do people get so much cash in Call of the Wild? Grinds. Grinds are the big thing. Exactly what I'm doing right now. A Great One grind is a great way to make money because we're killing so many animals so fast. If I was using the 308 instead of the 300, we'd be making like a ton of money. The big thing is just go for species that give a lot of money and get like a setup going with tents and everything so you can quickly hunt them. Some really good species to do it with are rooster deer and red deer. Crocodiles, black bear if you can get them to work well for you. Yeah, it's understandable, little big man. I mean, you can grind without tents. There's definitely some species that you can grind without tents. The rooster deer that I mentioned is one of them because they have such a small range that you don't have to do a lot of traveling to get to every location that they can be. Been a while since I've scanned this. Oh, no. I thought I was missing one. I've been thinking today, like, you know, I killed an extra deer, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. One of them spawned over there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No wonder things were feeling like I didn't kill an extra deer. So, for those that aren't familiar, when I did the intro for this video I'm making, for this grind right here, kind of documenting this whole grind, I killed a level 2 in this zone. And, you know, that's going to give us an extra respawn. But, like, I wasn't getting an extra one per run. I see why now. He was in a zone right next to where they normally go. Man. How long has that deer been there? How long have we been missing a respawn? No wonder things have been kind of wonky recently. With, like, this herd not getting a male that often. And, like, some of them just not respawning as quickly. It's crazy. What are the names of the playlist? One is just called, like, Call the Wild Guides. I think. And then the other is Herd Management Guides. Okay, nothing there. Do I like the 4570? I would if it had a little bit of a better range. I feel like it's really underpowered for the limited distance that it has. Like, it's not that much more powerful than other guns. Like, not enough to where I can justify the decrease in maximum effective range. Why am I saying the time close to the end? Because usually when you set it to the last hour, the animals are more consistently in their zones. If you set it to the beginning, there's going to be a lot of animals that are not at their zones yet. But if you set it to the end, most of the time, more of your animals will be there, or they'll get there quickly. Not sure why, but it seems that that's the way that it is. Like with black bear, if you set the time to the beginning of their drink time, you may be waiting like 2 hours for a lot of the bears to arrive at their zone. But if you set it to 23:30, which is an hour and a half before the end of their time, or 22:30, I mean, if you set it to 22:30, they'll get there really quickly. Usually within like 30 minutes of game time. No, LG. I think you're looking at the beginner's guide playthrough. I mean, that's a good series as well. It's got a lot of helpful stuff, but that's not the one that I was talking about. I think we have commands for it if one of the moderators wants to put that command in there for the guides. Die, you silly fallow. Great one has to be soon. That's what I'm saying, man. We're about to hit 900 kills. We're right at about 900 now. Let's see if killing that one that was in the other zone is going to help us out. I think it's just... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Tony got the guides one. I think the other one, TTK, is !HM. Keep in mind, for those listening, it only works for moderators or members. And the reason for that is because when I had it available for everybody to use commands, people spammed them way too much. It was getting out of hand. So I had to make it members and mods only. No, we have not had a great one this stream. We did get a super rare, though, which is actually more rare, so I am happy. We don't get a great one. It is what it is. We got a super rare. Okay, my cat is being a brat. She's literally like looking at me while she's scratching the side of the bed. She's just staring at me because she knows that she's not supposed to, and she's been trying to get my attention for the last hour. Like, every 20 minutes or so, she's walked up to me and she like puts her paws on my leg or something, or like up on my chair trying to get my attention. And she literally just went to the bed and started scratching the side of it. I turn around, she's staring me right in my eyes like, I'm scratching your bed. What you gonna do about it? Oh, man. That is hilarious. Okay, the question is, will that one respawn there? Or will it respawn in a different zone? I'm gonna guess we'll finally get a respawn here now, since that one just popped up there. That's what I'm saying, Johnny. Like, Eevee's being a little sweetie, but I'm streaming right now. Okay, and nothing else over there. So exiting to main menu essentially makes the animals not spooked anymore. So let's say I kill all the shootables out of my main zones for a run, right? The problem is my grind right now is so efficient that I kill them faster than they can stop being spooked. So by the time I get back to that first zone, the rest of the herd that I shot that deer from is still spooked. They're not going to come back to their zone because they're still in the nervous state. Ah, there we go. We got our shootable back here. And because they're nervous, even though that respawn is not going to be nervous, because the rest of the herd is, they're not going to come back to their zone until I either wait like 20 or 30 minutes or go to the main menu. Which is why you see me go to the main menu a lot, because it makes it so they're not spooked anymore. Which will get them back to their zones faster. And it's unknown whether this is a thing, but it feels like it makes them respawn faster. Could just be the fact that they're not spooked anymore, so they come back to their zone. But it feels like it. You shooting upland birds? Nah, bro, I'm not. I'm shooting weird turkeys with antlers and spots. Yeah, right there. There's one of those weird turkeys. You missed a super rare, bro. We got a super rare Mela. I finally have all 3 fur types for fallow deer as a super rare. It's been a wild day. Like, at this point, I just can't even believe how crazy my super rare luck has been recently. Like, we took a really, like, major hit in the amount of great ones we've been getting. Like, out of nowhere, we've just been having unlucky great one grinds. But just getting super rares like crazy. I mean, that's a trade-off I'm okay with. How big was the super rare? It was a mid-rack melanistic. It scored like 262, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Hey, little feller. Please. Move. Ma'am. Get out of the way. You know what? Do it this way. Let's do it this way. If I could put any rare fur on a great one, what combination would I choose? Are you talking about, like, even ones that aren't possible? If I could choose literally any great one to have a rare fur type. Ooh, that's a nice 5. Holy, that's a nice 5. Man, I would probably take... Well, because it's been my dream, and it's sadly not possible in the game, I would take a... Honestly, an albino great one red deer. That may sound crazy because I've always said that my dream super rare is a Mela diamond red deer. But I just feel like albino would look so good with the antlers that the great one red deer has. Like, could you imagine that? He's so nice. He's gonna say whitetail? Nah. Okay. I was trying to get him to turn towards me with that shot. Because usually they'll, like, turn broadside when you shoot. He didn't. So I had to take a weird shot. I'm glad that actually hit vitals. That was sketchy. That was really sketchy. What guns do I use for my grind? 308 AR and the 300 Magnum. Oh, man. You know, it's always really hilarious how, or when somebody comes into the stream lying about a trophy they got, and they say something that can't even happen. Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, if you didn't know, Brock, crowned wildebeest cannot be male. So there's no way that you got a diamond crowned wildebeest. I'm sorry. It's not possible, man. It's not possible. Hey, Delta Tom, you missed a super rare melanistic. So yeah, you could say you missed a little bit. You missed a little bit of something. Boom. Got him. Good choice, TTK. Good choice. The best great one, as we know. The best of the great... Ow! Stop hitting me! I know they're probably just getting back at me for all the bullets I gave them, but still. No need to hit. You almost got a level 9 Mouflon. I should have known, Caitlin. Those level 9 Mouflon, they're so common and incredible. There we go. Diamondo. No, that's the joke, Merle. That's the joke, is that it's not a thing. Because we were just talking about people lying about stuff and not realizing it can't happen. Triple check to make sure there's nothing new here. Nope. Okay, this is the solo. I don't want to kill it because I don't know where it's going to go if I do. There we go. Yeah, I may have terrible luck with the Bears TTK, but at least I get some max score ones. Even my great one was max score. I sure can't get the quantity of great ones for them, though. I may only have one great one bear, but it's a special one, okay? It's a special one. Yeah, it's all jokes. As always, it's all jokes. It's all jokes. Where'd that other one go? This way, okay. Got a Diamond Leucistic K Buffalo, my only super rare. Nice. That's a pretty awesome super rare to have, though. I still don't have a Leucistic K Buffalo. I've had like 2 or 3 albinos, but I just can't get a leucistic for the life of me. I killed one before trophy lodges, but because it was before trophy lodges, I can't like display it and get to see it. So that's sad. Oh, there's a buck. There we go. Okay, bro. If you're still going by the time I'm done playing Tarkov with Tony and Nate, then I might hop in. I don't know how long you're gonna go though, because I'm probably gonna do Fallow for like another 30 minutes or so. And then I'll be jumping out of Tarkov if Tony and Nate are ready to play. Or even if just Tony's ready to play. Okay, I just checked Discord. Yeah, Tony's gonna be playing. Nate is a maybe. Yeah, once we get done with Tarkov after the stream, then I'll, if you're still going, I'll hop in with you. Okay, bro. No worries. We'll see. We'll have to plan a day when I didn't already have plans. Ooh, that's 245 minimum estimate. That actually could be good. Might be a big 4. That might actually be a good level 4. Ah, rip. Poor Nate. Poor Nate in his back. Two. Oh, he's so tiny. Yeah, this looks like the one that can make diamond, right? Yes, it is. Holy crap, 255. That's huge for this rack. That is huge for this rack. That's crazy. Hey, Faded, how's it going? Yeah, that's tax worthy for sure. That's massive for this rack. For the video that this will definitely be going in, we killed this one at 6:37 p.m. October 8th of 2023. As this is likely good enough to go into the video that I'm making. That's pretty wild. What a crazy diamond. That's crazy. Yeah, that's from our main zone. Yes, Shark Bub. I think I've got a video with like 2 or 3 of them. If I'm not mistaken. Hey, Hunter Boy, how's it going, dude? Okay, I think, tell Brobra that I'm in his Discord if he wants to chat while he shoots some birds. Because since I'm not going to be able to join him for the bird blasting, we can still, like, chat while we're doing our own stuff. If he wants to. If somebody could let him know. Just tell him that I'm in his Discord. Oi! Oi! That was bad. That was bad. Maybe, LG. It's hard to say. What, the red deer? Not your drink time. What are you doing here? Hey, there's a 4 in there. What great one do I want next?
Do not want.
Did I hear Brobra? There he
Do
is.
not. You're at it.
You are cutting out like crazy. Holy crap.
Now you're cutting out. I should be fine.
No, you are.
I should be fine. Everything looks normal on my screen.
Oh, now you're way too loud because I turned your volume up. I guess I didn't need to.
Sucker! Yeah, there you go. You like that?
That should be fine.
Okay. Yep.
How you doing,
okay.
buddy?
Oh, I'm doing, brother. I'm doing.
Nice, nice, nice.
I'm just gonna go shoot upland birds.
Been a bit since you've done that, eh?
Yeah, no, I'm relearning all the controls.
Oh no, it's been that long since he's been on Call of the Wild, guys. He's been so angled out on Call of the Wild the Angler that he hasn't touched the hunter.
I really have. It's an issue.
It's becoming a problem.
Yeah, it's an issue.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna run. I don't even remember what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm just gonna run north.
You see, you just gotta run straight and hope for the best. That's the Brober method.
Oh, I'm there? Okay.
He doesn't even know where he is, guys. He's really lost. We lost him.
I thought I was there.
We have definitely lost him.
Thought I was there. I'm not where I thought I was, but that's okay. We'll make it back. Okay.
I believe in you. I believe.
You know what? I want a blackgrass diamond, and there was no Reventilli multiplayers opened up, so.
Oh no.
Tough scene.
That's the worst, dude.
I know, right? I know. There's definitely a female moose going bonkers over here.
Bonkers,
absolutely AWOL. Yeah, going AWOL on probably a lynx.
Oh, dude, it's so funny how that happens. I'm curious why that's a thing. Like, why do the moose, like, get scared of the lynx and then go aggressive on them?
They, like, and they'll track it. They'll, like, run them down.
They will. They're, like, trying to stomp them, and the lynx is just like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Rabbit? It's a rabbit? Please be a rabbit. Please be a rabbit. No, it's a ptarmigan. Dang it. Oh,
man.
Oh, Lord. That was a weird lynx call. I've never heard a lynx sound like that.
Well, they say there's a first for everything.
Oh, man. Oh, what do we got? A little dingleberry. Another dingleberry. What do you guys just decide you weren't going to be fighting the lynx now that I'm here? Is that what this is?
You got ptarmigan?
I had ptarmigan. Well, I had a molting track, and I was super hoping it was a rabbit, but it was not a rabbit. There's the lynx. Okay. Man, I'm all out of sync over here.
Oh yeah, TTK. Yeah, I think I've slept. I think I've done the same thing before. I think I slept out on a trampoline once when I was a kid. I feel like most people that had a trampoline slept on it at least once, because it's just chill.
It is nice.
It's quite chill.
Unless you move a lot and you roll.
Well, what if you have the netting along the sides? Like, what if you have one of those trampolines?
Well, not even the net. Like, that's not even. I'm not worried about falling off. What I'm worried about is
falling on.
No, I'm worried about rolling onto the springs and then something getting pinched in those springs.
We know what something means in this scenario.
Well, it could mean anything. But maybe even your hair could get caught in the springs, you know?
Yeah. The thing is, most trampolines, you're going to make it sink in the middle, right? So you're not going to be able to roll over much.
Guess that's true.
Yeah, so you'll be fine.
That's not what I want. That's what I want. Come on, hazel grouse. I'll take any bird at this point. I see something to shoot. Get back in, you know what I mean? Got a couple quick passes, get myself back into a rhythm. You know what I'm talking about, BJ.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Oh, what do we got? Fishman, thanks for the sub.
2 more
Sorry,
down.
I was looking for birds. I couldn't pause. I couldn't go on mute.
Oh, I 100% believe you totally.
You know, now the birds are gone. They've flown off. They've flown north for the winter.
Oi. Hate to see it. Nice. Zed, that's awesome.
Dude, somebody, I'm so jealous. So I put that bluegill guide up, you know?
Yeah.
And somebody, was it Fishing and Farming, I think? Fishing and Farming, I think, got a diamond bluegill within 5 minutes of watching my guide.
That's
Went
crazy.
right to one of the spots immediately.
I mean,
Diamond bluegill.
like if 100 people decide to go there right after watching your guide, one of them is bound to catch it first cast, right?
Somebody, yeah.
Somebody's bound to get it super quick.
Unless it's the gold green sunfish. Apparently, some people are still having trouble with that.
Really?
But then I've seen other people like, no, I got it like the first try. So it might be a skill issue, to be honest.
Yeah, like some people just get unlucky as well.
You guys, chat, I don't remember what these weights are at all. So if I miss something, you're gonna have to let me know.
What kind of
I don't know
weights?
any of
We
these weights.
we lifting in Call of the Wild, or are we?
No, it's like the way
reading?
you know. I don't know if you've ever played this game before, but in the Hunter
no,
Call of
I've
the Wild,
never played the Hunter Call of the Wild ever.
Okay, well, let me teach you something. In the Hunter Call of the Wild, whenever you pick up a track, if you have enough skill points in a certain thing, it'll tell you the weight of the animal, like an estimated weight range. So that's what we're talking about. I know it's kind of hard to understand if you never played before.
Yeah. You see, I think. So what you're saying is, thick track, small track, different number.
Yeah. What was that?
Glad we're on the same page now.
Yeah. There you go. Gray.
Oh man.
What is that? A lynx? But that's a lynx.
For anybody that couldn't tell, we're joking. I know what it is.
Nah. He doesn't know. He's like,
yeah, I actually don't actually play this game. I'm an angler main.
Angler main. Bum, bum, bum. Wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Shut it down.
What'd you find?
Mr. Schrader's last name was not Schrader.
Crazy.
What?
Who would have thought?
My life flip turned upside down like the Fresh Prince, man.
Who would have thought that people on the internet don't always use their full name as their name?
Ah, come on.
Who would have thunk it? Crazy concept, ain't it? My favorite fish in the angler has to be the Javan Rusa. I agree. Yeah. The best fish is the Rusa fish. Silly fallow deer.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, brother.
I was talking to NFL and I assumed you didn't want to hear that.
Oh, I don't care. But thank you.
I was very loud as well, so I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh, pretty boy. Let's look at a bird, everyone.
For a second there, I was like, "What kind of fish is?" Wait, I think I read. I'm not quite sure what you mean. What fish is the Russ? Wait, what?
How do you know?
Oh, Rusa. You're saying Rusa. Oh, what fish is the Russ? I was so confused. It was a typo. The Rusa. Yeah. That was a joke. It's the Rusa is a deer. Believe it or not.
How do you? You know what? I didn't even get that. I just assumed you were an idiot.
I promise I'm not. I promise.
Yeah, idiot. How do you not get that? Meanwhile, I have no clue what's happening. Molten.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm probably going to end the stream here. Stay tuned, though, because we're going to raid Brobra, because I guess he's the only person live right now aside from me. So, guess we got to raid Brobra.
Raid Caitlin.
But is Caitlin live?
I don't know. Probably not.
No, Caitlin's not live. Brobra it is, I guess.
Oh, Lord.
Ugh, terrible. That's my only choice. Am I right? But thank you guys so much for being here. Have fun at Brobra stream, and I will see you all in the next one.